Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. This is the fourth video in our new international relations series where we will discuss in detail about a nation which is in the news and its relationship with India thoroughly from both UPSC prelims as well as mains perspective. The country that we will discuss today is Italy. It is located on a peninsula that extends into the middle of the Mediterranean Sea, with the Alps on its northern land borders as well as islands, notably Sicily and Sardinia. Italy shares its borders with France, Switzerland, Austria, Slovenia, and two enclaves, that is, Vatican City and San Marino. It is the 10th largest country in Europe and third most populous member state of the European Union. Its capital and largest city is Rome. Other major urban areas include Milan, Naples, Turin, Florence, and Venice. To the north, the Alps separate Italy from France, Switzerland, Austria, and Slovenia. Italy is surrounded by the Mediterranean Sea, in particular by the Adriatic Sea to the northeast, the Ionian Sea to the southeast, the Tyrrhenian Sea to the southwest, and the Ligurian Sea to the northwest. Some of Italy's important lakes are Lake Garda, which is the largest in Italy, Lake Como, which is the deepest, Iseo, and Lugano. Po River, which is the longest river in Italy, and Tiber are some of the important rivers. The three main mountain ranges of Italy are the Italian Alps, the Apennines, which form the spine of the country, and the Dolomites, along with Mont Blanc, Mount Etna in Sicily, Mount Stromboli, etc. The formation of the modern Italian state began in 1861 with the unification of most of the peninsula under the House of Savoy, that is Piedmont, Sardinia, into the Kingdom of Italy. Italy incorporated Venetia and the former papal states, including Rome, by 1871 following the Franco-Prussian War in 1870 to 1871. Italian unification came in the 19th century when a revolution installed Victor Emmanuel II as the king. In World War I, Italy fought on the side of the Allies, but under the rule of the fascist leader Benito Mussolini, it waged war against the Allied powers in World War II. Now, coming to India Italy relations. India and Italy are ancient civilizations but young states. The classical languages, Sanskrit and Latin, both belong to the Indo European language family. People of these two ancient civilizations have known, interacted, and traded with each other for over 2000 years. Italian port cities were important trading posts on the spice route. The Venetian merchant Marco Polo, during his travels to the east, also traveled to India in the 13th century and wrote about his experiences. Niccolo di Conti left Venice in 1419 to visit the Middle East, Persia, and India. Indian troops serving with the British Indian Army were active in Italy during World War II. Leaders of the Indian freedom struggle read the works of the Italian revolutionary Mazzini of the early 19th century, who worked for the Democratic Republic of Italy. Political relations between India and Italy were established in 1947. Let's take a look at some of the fields of cooperation between the two nations. First, political ties. The two countries have supported each other on various international issues, including climate change, United Nations reforms, and counterterrorism. Italy has also supported India's bid for a permanent seat in the United Nations Security Council. Italy supported India's engagement with the nuclear, missile, and dual use technology and substances export control regimes like the Wassenaar Arrangement, the Australian Group, and the Nuclear Suppliers Group. There has been regular exchange of visits at political and official levels between both countries. Over the past few years, there have been several visits at the prime ministerial level, EAM level, etc. Second, economic ties. The bilateral trade between two nations was $15 billion in 2022 to 23, with exports at $8 billion, the highest till now. The two countries are focusing on promising sectors like food processing, textiles, design, manufacturing, and financial services. The Indian investment in Italy is estimated around $400 million. Indian companies in Italy are mainly in IT, pharma, electronics, manufacturing, and engineering sectors. The top items of exports from India to Italy are iron and steel, telecom instruments, petroleum products, and auto components, etc. The main items of import from Italy include industrial machinery for dairy, electric machinery and equipments, residual chemical and allied products, machine tools, etc. Italy is 18th largest foreign investor in India. Third, defense cooperation. For India's first indigenous aircraft carrier, the INS Vikrant, the Italian company Fincantieri is the provider of know-how for capability enhancement and technological upgrade. Italian Navy ship ITS Morosini had visited India in August 2023. Fourth, connectivity projects. The Blue Raman project will bring the Mediterranean and the Indian Ocean, that is, Italy and India, closer in exchange of digital data through a submarine cable system. The India Middle East Europe Economic Corridor, that is IMEC, launched during the G20 summit in Delhi, also aims to open a new route between Asia and Europe. Fifth, scientific collaboration. The 1978 Agreement on Science and Technology Cooperation was replaced by an agreement signed in November 2003. Some of the prime areas of joint research are electronics, biotechnology, design engineering, automotive technologies, energy, etc. Since 2005, over 125 joint projects have been carried out. ISRO has launched 5 satellites from Italy on commercial mode. Collaboration has been underway for some time between the space agencies of the two countries, that is, ASI, Italian Space Agency, and ISRO, government institutions, university research centers, and aerospace companies. Sixth, organizational cooperation and coordination. Italy has joined the key India led global initiatives such as International Solar Alliance, Coalition for Disaster Resilient Infrastructure, Indo Pacific Ocean Initiative, Global Biofuels Alliance, and India Middle East Europe Economic Corridor. 7. Cultural ties. The Indian community in Italy is the third largest community of Indians in Europe. The agreement for cultural cooperation was signed in 1976. There are several Italian universities and higher education institutions which conduct courses in Indian art, history, and languages. However, there are certain issues between the two nations, such as incidents like the killing of the Indian fishermen and treatment of Italian Marines, cancellation of VVIP Augusta Westland chopper deal that has worn down the relationship. Second, India is particularly concerned about Italy's sale of second-hand military platforms to neighboring Pakistan. Italy and India can also converge on multilateral issues because they share the need to address the urgent contemporary issues that primarily affect the global south, but also have a major impact on the security, stability, and environmental sustainability of the entire world and support a new global agenda. This brings us to the end of our video. We hope that you found it informative for your exam preparations. Please click on the like button, share our videos with your friends, and subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on Instagram. Thank you for watching this. I will see you in our next.